Our parking lot in Suffolk. What triggered the gunfire? Plus,
my heart knows that it's time.
The end of an era here at News 12. Carol Silva signs off. We are live at 5 o'clock. Good evening. I'm Stone Grissom.
And I'm Antoinette Biordi. We begin tonight with the Suffolk DA announcing the largest takedown of MS-13 gang members in New York State history.
Yeah, News 12's Kevin Vesey has that story.
Was this a major blow against MS-13 in the region? Absolutely.
Suffolk District Attorney Tim Sini announcing what he says is the single largest takedown of MS-13 in New York State history, a 2-year investigation that led to the arrests of more than 230 alleged gang members and associates around the world. 96 of them faced a judge today right here in Suffolk County on crimes ranging from drug trafficking to weapons possession and conspiracy to commit murder.
There were numerous acts of violence stopped by law enforcement based on the intelligence generated by this investigation, including at least 7 local murders.
Authorities say they also brought down the leaders of 9 different cliques, including groups from Huntington, Brentwood, and Central Islip. In doing so, investigators tell us they uncovered some of the gang's methods and rules, including one that says a member has to commit 4 murders in order to advance from one rank to another. As News 12 has reported, police linked MS-13 to dozens of recent killings on Long Island, including the deaths of Brentwood High School students Kayla Cuevas and Nisa Mickens.
The reality is MS-13 has no rules. Their rules are violence, fear, control of their territory.
And officials tell us this operation was so far-reaching that it effectively dismantled what's known as MS-13's New York program. That's an international effort by the gang to recruit new members right here on Long Island. Drugs and guns were also confiscated, as well as machetes, which investigators say are the gang's signature weapon. But with around 10,000 MS-13 members still in the United States and in Europe, officials tell us there's more work to be done.
We will not stop. We know that MS-13's violence knows no bounds.
What you're hearing from us today is that we're more committed than ever to work together to eradicate this gang.
Well, that could prove to be a difficult task. In fact, officials say all of the MS-13 cliques here on Long Island are still operating. Right now, they're trying to reorganize after their leaders were taken out. Antoinette.
Okay, thank you, Kevin. An alleged MS-13 gang leader has been indicted for a murder in Hempstead. Prosecutors say Ramon Martinez ordered the killing of Nelson Rodriguez. Martinez and others allegedly believe the victim was a member of a rival gang. Authorities say he wasn't. Rodriguez was shot in the head and back while walking home from work in 2017. The gunman and 2 other suspects have been convicted in this case.
An armed suspect shot and killed by police in Brentwood. News 12's Andrew Anger has that story.
Suffolk County detectives collecting evidence in Brentwood after a police-involved shooting that left 1 man dead. They say it started in the parking lot of the Brentwood LIRR station around 10:20 Thursday night during a traffic stop. They say 21-year-old Emmanuel Johnson III of Brentwood jumped out of a moving car and ran along some nearby woods, ending up behind this hair salon a quarter mile away. That's where officers say they tried to use a taser on Johnson, but it failed. Then they say Johnson pulled out a .22 caliber handgun and may have fired. Police then shot Johnson, killing him.
We have recovered the suspect's weapon, and there is evidence indicating that he was holding up the gun when he was shot, and there is damage to the gun itself. It appears there is 1 expended casing in the suspect's weapon.
Lucia Perez was in the salon last night when the shooting happened and heard the shots.
8 or 10 shots.
8 or 10 gunshots?
Yeah, that's it.
Suffolk police say their investigation is ongoing, but for now are considering the shooting justified.
Our officers have been trained to handle various situations, but in this case, the suspect pointed a gun at our officers and their lives were in danger.
Suffolk police aren't saying much about Johnson other than he has a long criminal history.
What we can say is that he was a self-admitted blood gang member who has 14 prior arrests.
Neighbor Joe Cavino says he's seen too much crime in the area and says he wants out.
I'm selling my house and everything.
In Brentwood, Andrew Anger, News 12 Long Island.
Now, Suffolk police say the 2 officers involved in that shooting were not injured.
New tonight, a Limbrook man today admitted to killing his girlfriend's mother. Ralph Kepler pleaded guilty to second-degree murder. Prosecutors say the former Rikers Island guard used a barbell to repeatedly strike Teresa Keel in the head outside the victim's home in 2016. The attack was allegedly over a business dispute. Keel was in a vegetative state for 2 years before she died. Her daughter, who was dating Kepler, has also been charged.
That man is admitted to starting a fire that permanently injured a child. Christful Faust today pled guilty to arson and is expected to get a 12-year prison sentence. Prosecutors say that following an argument in June of 2016, he set fire to a couch in a Hempstead home. The flames spread and a 12-year-old girl was forced to jump from a second-floor window. Now, the victim, now 16, fractured her spine and right foot. And no word yet what sparked a raging early morning fire that ripped through a Farmingville home. Now, officials tell us that blaze broke out around 4:30 in the morning. It was on Waverly Avenue. It took 7 departments more than an hour to knock it down. Again, no one was injured here.
All right, to the weather now, and a thaw out somewhat in sight for these brutal temperatures. Meteorologist Samantha Ojiri is at the map. Hey, Sam.
Antoinette, our temperatures will slowly but surely be rising through the weekend, and by Monday we are going to be on the mild side, so we are getting a little bit of a break from the cold. With the cold comes a beautiful sky today, though. It's mainly clear right now. You can see outside looking good. Visibility is excellent. Cold, dry air in place. 30 degrees right now. And still a little bit of a breeze. We have northwesterly winds about 5 to 15 miles per hour. When the wind picks up, you know it does feel colder. So it's 33 right now in Great Neck, 30 in Islip, 28 degrees in West Hampton. And with the wind, it's feeling more like the teens to low 20s. So bundle up if you have any Friday evening plans. Our weather will continue to be dry, but it's just going to be a cold, cold night. Quiet weather's in place. Clear from Roslyn along the LIE to Calverton, looking just fine. High pressure's in place. Extra clouds back out to the west, and this is ahead of a weak warm front. And some of those extra clouds will be tracking in our direction for the start of the weekend. So tomorrow it'll be more partly sunny to mostly cloudy, more clouds around, but it will be a dry day. So overnight tonight, cold temperatures, clear skies and light winds down to 16 in Manorville, 19 in Smithtown, 20 in Marrig. In the Pine Barrens, you could briefly be in the single digits, but we have a nice Saturday coming up for you. Temps will be a little bit warmer than today, topping out near 35, 36 degrees with a mix of sun and clouds. We'll look ahead to that warmer weather end of Christmas. Your full forecast is coming up.
All right, we'll take it. Thank you, Sam. Well, change is on tap at the Long Island Railroad, and it will affect commuters. The LIRR rolling new timetables out on January 6th. Now, this is due to Amtrak's Penn Station renewal project. 7 morning rush hour trains and 6 evening rush hour trains will be affected. To offset those changes, other trains will be added, while more cars will be added to others. Now, the railroad says seating capacity will still be reduced by about 1%.
Big changes here, too. It's been an emotional and surreal day here at News 12.
Yeah, after nearly a half-century in broadcast news, more than 3 decades of them right here at News 12, Carol Silva signed off today to begin her well-deserved retirement.
Our Jackie Lucas takes a look at Carol's emotional last day on the anchor desk.
All of you for letting me ask your stories and share your story.
Carol Silva wrapped up her final newscast at the News 12 anchor desk this morning. For 33 years, she shared her mornings with Long Island. She has covered everything from breaking news here and across the country to snowstorms and hurricanes, all the local news that matters to you. This morning, a thank you, a tribute, and a celebration of Carol.
As we all know, we have shared such incredible times together here, and Carol has had such an incredible career.
Her family, friends, past co-anchors and co-workers surprised her in the studio to give her the send-off she deserves.
You've been a dear friend, a guiding light.
I don't know what you're going to do next, but I know you're going to be amazing at it.
I'm surrounded by the most important people in my world.
An emotional farewell during the newscast for the morning team, all of News 12, and all of Long Island. Afterwards, Carol took a second to reflect on all her emotions.
We didn't keep it together so well. There was a lot of crying. We share everything, and we're sharing this, the box of tissues. To think that this is my last day here is kind of strange. But there's something in my heart that knows that this is the right time for me to try other things. There are so many more stories to be told. Everybody has a story. Everybody's story deserves to be heard and then to be told. And so for me to be moving out of the door of the studio seems right. It is right.
It also seemed right to announce that the News 12 studio is now renamed the Carol Silva Studio. Her legacy will forever be remembered and honored behind the scenes.
You liked me. You really liked me.
Today's retirement also comes with a new announcement. Who will take Carol's seat at the anchor desk? That position given to another familiar face in the mornings, our Erin Colton.
Big shoes to fill? Do you know bigger shoes to fill? That's the best part about it, is that it's such big shoes to fill, and she's the one who taught me.
I love her, and I think she's going to be great. I think putting her in that seat is going to be nice for the viewers because it's just another family member.
Carol had this final message to our loyal viewers.
Thank you. Thank you so much for allowing me to come into your living room, your bedroom, I mean, wherever I've been for all these years, and for opening up. However, don't count me fully out. You never know where I'm going to show up again.
And the celebration of Carol continues tonight in Riverhead. The Lords of 52nd Street having their holiday concert at the Suffolk Theater, but they are also going to be honoring our Carol Silva. So it has been an emotional day here at News 12. It's going to be an exciting night. And here, folks, is that plaque for our studio, the new Carol Silva studio. It definitely is an honor of the legacy that she has left here at News 12. It's very heavy. Yeah, 30. Just amazing.
Yeah, really is.
And congratulations to Erin as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's great. All right, thank you, Jackie. All right, as always, the news marches on, and we have much more ahead for you. The aunt accused of leaving her 1-year-old niece alone in a cold pickup truck. Plus,
unfortunately, there are so many people that are just hate-fueled.
the steps Hempstead Village is taking to keep everyone safe for the religious holidays. That's ahead.
Mike Bloomberg's never been afraid of tough fights, the ones that make a true difference in people's lives. And Mike's won them, which is important right this minute, because if you can beat America's biggest gun lobby, helping pass background check laws and defeat NRA-backed politicians across this country, beat Big Coal, helping shut down hundreds of polluting plants, and beat Big Tobacco, helping pass laws to save the next generation from addiction, all against big odds, you can beat him.
I'm Mike Bloomberg, and I approve this message.
News 12's weather report is brought to you by your local Kia dealers, where quality and style meet rugged performance. Learn more at KiaDealers.com. Kia, give it everything.
It's time for Kia's holiday sales event. Get great deals on vehicles loaded with advanced technology features, like the 2020 Soul or Sportage with available forward collision avoidance, or the 2019 Optima, Sorento, or Forte with available blind spot collision warning. All with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Hurry in to Kia's holiday sales event to lease a specially tagged 2019 Sorento LX for $169 a month.
So, you've been my advisors for what, 10 years? Now we're expanding into 12 states. You know that I love working with you guys, but this is a steep hill, and I need to know if you can handle the climb.
Absolutely. Your team is bigger than just us.
You'll need specialists in state and local taxes who really understand manufacturing.
And here they are.
CBiz, your trusted local advisors, backed by specialists nationwide.
Did I say 12 states? Make it 20.
With employee pricing for all, the greatest gifts aren't found in a store. They're out there, gift wrapped in snow. So what are you waiting for? Get out there and open them. Unwrap the world in a Jeep SUV with employee pricing.